Well, hello, football fans, and we hope that you are able to hear us okay and that you can sort of see what is going on. We are getting on the air a little bit late. We've been waiting till literally the last minute here for our football coverage to get underway because right now here at Aces Field there is no power. We are hoping that sometime within the next half hour it will be restored. And it's going to need to be because, again, it's already getting kind of dark here, and without lights, they're not going to be able to play for too much longer. But we are here at Aces Field. It is senior night, and we are ready for varsity volleyball action with the Edgerton Bulldogs here to take on the Aces. Edgerton will be kicking the ball off here shortly. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy. Brian Williams here with me operating the iPad Pro camera, and we're going to make do as best we can here for at least the first part of this game. And we'll sort of keep you up to date with the situation as it goes along. We're ready to get things started. Ball is kicked. Recovered by the Aces wearing their all-black uniforms tonight because of senior night. And I'm going to tell you right now that in this dim light without any lights on, it's almost impossible to see the numbers on the Aces players. So we will do the best that we can, and I apologize in advance if I call any numbers wrong, because you really cannot see them without the assistance of the field lights. Evidently a minor traffic accident disrupting power here, and crews are here working as we speak to get it rectified as soon as possible. And the last word we heard was that they were hoping to have power restored to the field by approximately 7:30 this evening. So the Aces with the ball. To start things off. Quick handoff. And a gain of about 2 or maybe 3 out to about the 42-yard line. And again, without the scoreboard, we're going to just do our best to try to keep you up to date with down and distance and the score and everything else. That's the first time in a long time we've had to sort of shoot from the hip here, but we'll make do as best we can with football action here tonight. If we get a little chance, a little later, we'll. That'll be a tackle for a loss to make it third down and about 11, it looks like. I think that was Mr. Kohlmeyer coming up to let me know that if the power is restored, we'll make this. This is going to just be a crazy night tonight. That's all there is to it.
He said it's good.
Okay. All right. So the Aces will break huddle. And we'll get ready for this 3rd and 11 play. Again, we'll thank our underwriters coming up here shortly as best we can tonight. And again, we thank everybody for their patience this evening. Whistle's blown. And a quick timeout called by the Aces. Like I said, this has got to be challenging circumstances for the coaches on both sides of the field. And you do not have any electricity here. So they have their headsets and everything on. If they've got the battery backups, they'll be functioning. And like I said, and we are right now going to be limited to whatever battery power that we have. So hopefully, like I said, we're hoping that we can get through the next half hour here or so and have those lights flip back on so we can see what's going on. And because again, it is cloudy. It is overcast. We've had some light rain showers. It's still spitting a little rain out there right now, so it is kind of a less than ideal night for football weather-wise. But at this rate, in a half hour or so, it's going to probably be almost too dark to be able to play without the lights. So again, we'll just sort of wait and see how things go here. And we're glad to have you with us. 2 split backs behind Turnbull. I believe that's Turnbull that's quarterbacking. Turnbull dropping back, and he's going to roll out. Looking downfield, ball's in the air, got a man open, and I think he lost it in the lack of lights. Ball falls to the turf, incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down, and the Aces punting unit will come out onto the field. Senior night for the Aces. They did have a kind of a senior recognition as they brought all the seniors and their moms and dads out onto the field before the game, but I recorded it for you, and we'll try to edit that in, but as Brian will attest, it only lasted for maybe a minute or two, so it was not the usual senior night recognition. A high blue pump, that's going to be blocked. Bulldogs pick it up at the 30-yard line. They get inside the 30. Edgerton sets themselves up nicely with a blocked punt, and they advance it a few yards, almost to the 25-yard line. They're going to put it down, I think, at about the 28. Edgerton, of course, took a loss last weekend at the hands of the winless Fairview Apaches. So that means that the Aces and Fairview are the only two teams. They're the one-win teams in the GMC. And that means that, number one, the Aces should have a legitimate chance of being able to pull out a victory against the Bulldogs. And number two, the Bulldogs are probably not happy about losing to Fairview. They're never happy about losing to a winless team. Just ask the Washington Commanders. And that's going to get piled up right at about the line of scrimmage. So the Bulldogs are going to be in here tonight with a chip on their shoulders. They're going to want to take home a victory in the worst way. And, of course, the Aces want to pick up their second win tonight for their seniors. Teams will break huddle. This is weird. This is like football after dark, Brian. I mean, rolling out, their quarterback is number 2. That's Maddox Baker. Baker is only a sophomore. He fumbles the ball out of bounds. And a flag on the play. I think that's a yellow. Yeah, it is a yellow flag. They also have the neon orange ones they use for change of possession and so forth. It's going to be a hold against the Bulldogs. That'll back them up 10. Want to thank Brian for coming out here tonight, too. Again, Chris Warner suffering a loss in his family. His grandfather passed away earlier in the week and not able to be with us here tonight. So we wish the best for Chris and his family. And a big thank you to Brian for coming out here this evening in the cold, wet, rainy weather. Man in motion. Quick handoff up the middle. Down to about the 29 or the 34-yard line. That'll get back about half of the yardage they lost on the holding call. Brings up third and looks like about 15. Bulldogs set once again. Again, Baker rolling out. Baker being chased. He's back in midfield. Baker manages to escape that one and then finally throws the ball away. It's going to be incomplete and probably lucky that it is. If he had caught it, it would have been at about the line of scrimmage anyway. So either way, it's going to bring up fourth and about 15 for the Bulldogs. As, again, Maddox Baker scrambling. He was lucky. Looked like they were going to get him way back at about the 50-yard line. But he managed to elude a couple of tackles and throw the ball away. And we'll see what the Bulldogs are going to do for the first time tonight on fourth down. And it looks like they're going for it on this deep in Aces territory. The ball at the Hicksville 34-yard line. So I guess why not? Baker dropping back. Baker unloads the ball and it's picked off. Interception. And I honestly cannot see his number. I think it might be 3. If it is 3, that would be Braden Dix. So we'll say Braden Dix makes the interception and put an asterisk by that. And if we're wrong, then you can beat up Brian in the parking lot afterwards. He's bigger than me. So after the INT, first turnover of the night. So Aces back on offense. Man in motion. Quick handoff. Tries to turn the corner. Sort of does. He might have got a yard. I'm getting some texts from people and enjoying the football after dark. Yes. And again, hopefully we're within a half hour of getting some lights on here at the Hicksville Stadium. And that's, oh my goodness, that went off Turnbull's hands and I think right into George Green's mitts. And Green, I think he still might lose some yardage, but it's better than a turnover because that could have been a disaster for the Aces. So whether that was Zedike or Green back there behind Turnbull, that was a night, it was almost like a scripted thing. It went right off of the quarterback's hands and into the waiting arms of the running back who tried to turn it into something. And still it's going to be about a 3-yard loss, but that's way better than having it half the distance of the goal or whatever it might have been if it had gotten loose past Turnbull. Hard count. Nobody bites. Snap. Dropping back. Ball in the air. Caught. It's so dark I can't see the ball when it's flying in the air. But it looks like it was caught at about the original line of scrimmage, maybe a couple yards past. That's going to bring up 4th and about 7 or 8 for the Aces. Deep in their end of the field, likely a punting situation. Deep man back for the Bulldogs, standing at about the Aces' 47, 48-yard line. And that's a bad punt. It's going to roll out of bounds at the 30-yard line. The Aces shanked it off the side of his foot. And really, that's about the last thing the Aces needed at this point. So again, Edgerton is going to get the football back, and they're going to be in prime position at the 30-yard line. They're going to actually put the ball at about the 29. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Again, their quarterback, just a sophomore, number 2, Maddox Baker. Baker hands it off to big number 25. That's Owen Roth. Roth still on his feet. Roth into the end zone. And initially, it's a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Waiting to see because, again, in the low right, want to make sure there's no yellow flags on the field anywhere. Doesn't seem to be. So that'll make it 6-0 Edgerton. Their kicker looks to be number 3, Scottis Krantz. Krantz puts it up, and it's good. So they'll complete the conversion attempt, and that'll make it a 7-0 game. Edgerton, sometime in the first quarter, we have no clue what the time on the clock is. We'll have a little break here as they get ready for the kickoff and change of possession, which will allow me to say a big thank you to our diamond level underwriters that are making our coverage possible here tonight. They include the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Also, APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, located in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And also, ARC Solutions Incorporated, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at aptmfg. No, I take that back. I said the wrong thing. It's arcsolinc.com. So dark, I can't even read my own notes. So the Bulldogs are going to get ready to kick it off to the Aces here. Tee it up on the 40-yard line. Ball picked off at about the 30 by the Aces. Still working forward across the 40 out to about the 42-yard line, it looks like. And that's where Hicksville will set up shop, 1st and 10. We'll have to find out maybe if the iPad Pro have like that heat vision setting, like, Predator or something. You can see the body heat, the infrared. Aces 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Quick handoff. And maybe back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they mark it. Going to say that he might have actually made a half a yard on that carry. Bring up 2nd and 9 for the Aces. So Hicksville with a 2nd and 9. Quick hitter, that's caught. Nice forward progress. That should be a 1st down for the Aces. Out across midfield and onto the Edgerton side of the gridiron. Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 Aces from the Bulldogs' 49-yard line. So with a fresh set of downs to work with, here come the Aces. Quick handoff from Turnbull. Going around the corner. Good strong carry. Knocked out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. You're going to put the ball at the 33-yard line. Another 1st down for the Aces. Looking to even this game up here. Turnbull gets the snap. Garrett puts the ball in the air. Caught. Inside the 30. They're going to give him forward progress to maybe about the 29. Pickup of about 5. Bring up 2nd down for the Aces. Again, no scoreboard, so I have no idea. We're still in the 1st quarter, but how much time we have remaining, I have no clue. Turnbull. Handoff, and the running back ran into the quarterback and will get dropped for a loss back at about the 32-yard line. And we have the low light function on, so it looks really, it looks better on the screen than it does in real life. It's brighter, so you who are watching on the HIX-TV YouTube channel are seeing better than we are able to. The camera does better than the human eye under these circumstances. Ball in the air, caught. And again, back down to about the 28, 29-yard line. That'll regain the lost yardage and bring up 4th down and about 5 for the Aces. The ball on the 29-yard line. They have to get to about the 24-yard line to move the chains. So 4th and 5 for the Aces. Down 7-0 here in the first quarter. Dropping back. Turnbull puts the ball into the air and again, incomplete. They'll turn it over on downs. You can't really hold that against any of the receivers because again, it is really hard to see the football in these low light conditions. See a lot of flashlights popping up in the stands on both sides of the field. So turnover on downs for the Aces. The Bulldogs will get it back on their own 29-yard line. 1st and 10. And now we've got a timeout. The officials talking with the coach of the Bulldogs over on the other side of the field, it looks like. Aces are huddling up. I'm not sure if this is the end of the quarter. If it is, we'll know because they'll switch ends of the field. Or if it is just a timeout or an official timeout. You can see the lights waving over on the Edgerton side and the visitors' stands. Well, we'll take the time here in case it is the end of the quarter. And say a big thank you to one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible from Aces Field here tonight. That's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether it's brand new or pre-owned, a car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection they have on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, it's always about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. We want to thank them so much for their Diamond Level underwriting support. They underwrite all of our Aces sports broadcasts on all of our platforms at every level through all of 2023. We want to thank them so very much. They've been doing it now for 15 years or more. And hopefully you will thank them as well, because remember, anytime you see Aces sports action on Hicksville Community Television, they're the ones that make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. And it looks like they're heading into the locker rooms, and we're going to be suspending our live stream coverage until such time as power has been restored here at Aces Field. So, with a temporary suspension in play, the Edgerton Bulldogs lead the Aces 7-0. We're going to step aside and end our live stream, and hopefully we'll be back. Check out the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. I'll post any updates we get on there to keep you apprised of the situation. And until we're ready to come back and resume play, for Brian Williams running the camera, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good night and good sports.